Today we have Varun Chaudhary. Mr. Varun Chaudhary, he is a managing director of CG Corp Group, and he also a flag bearer of a very good, very big conglomerate from Nepal, and he is taking this particular company to the places. It's a multi-billion group basically. So today we welcome him in our Tycoon Global Podcast. So welcome, Mr. Varun.
Thank you, Sanjeev ji.
So, Mr. Varun, it's very amazing that you are here with us and you have taken out time for Tycoon Global Magazine podcast. So tell us something about yourself, how you have started in a very early age, like you have graduated and you came into business. So tell us more about your story, sir.
First of all, I want to thank you for having me over. I think I was one of the first few people to be on your cover page also, if I don't
Yes, sir.
I remember, right?
Yes. You are one of the first person who has given us an opportunity to be on cover.
Right.
Thank you very much, sir, for continuous support to Tycoon Global Magazine.
Absolutely. So I think half my life story is there, but it's more fun when I talk candidly and we have a conversation. Just to sort of begin, we were sent to a boarding school at the age of 6. Went to the Doon school in Dehradun. So that's how early we actually left home. Mm-hmm. And our grooming, or let's say our evolution, started when we were in boarding school. And the best possible thing that has ever happened to me in my life is Doon school. That's where I met some of the closest friends I still have today. That school taught me everything. That school taught me sportsmanship. That school taught me not just education, but what is beyond the classroom. That school taught me what it is to be independent. That school taught me what being survival of the fittest actually means. So from Doon, I went to, right after graduation, when my other classmates, they were holidaying and stuff. So my dad said that, why don't you come to Dubai? Let's explore Dubai. And I finished my class 12 ISC and I took the next plane, went straight to Dubai. And the moment I landed, I could smell the opportunity here. So it started back then in 2004, which is almost 25 years back. Right. Not 25, 20 years back.
20 years back, yeah.
20 years back. I was maybe 18? I said, if there's anywhere I want to live, it's Dubai. Dubai is the place where I want to live, and that's the time when Dubai had just started to sort of spread its wings.
Right.
So I was there. Our little holiday got converted into a work trip. We ended up investing in real estate there, and then I went to United States for my undergrad. But for some reason, I had to be a part of the Dubai story. So I took a transfer from United States back to Dubai. I did my undergrad in Dubai, saw the whole story. I did my master's out of International Studies Center, Murdoch University in Dubai. So I saw the highs and lows in Dubai. When in Dubai, we ventured into everything, including buying an island in the world.
Right.
We went into every single facet of real estate. And when the economic recession happened, luckily, we had zero borrowing. So, we were able to at least manage our capital and manage our assets and finish all our projects. So that particular time in Dubai, that city, Dubai and United Arab Emirates, taught me what swimming with the sharks actually mean. And I was all by myself.
Yes.
So a great learning. And Sheikh Mohammed, obviously, he's shown the road of success to the whole world, that what Dubai can do. So he's been an inspiration for me. Right after that, I decided to spend a lot of my time in India, growing our flagship noodle brand. And by God's grace, we have about 13 factories in India. We have about 4 international plants in Serbia, Kazakhstan, Bangladesh, and one in Egypt. We're in 50 countries now, and we do about 3 billion packets a year.
Amazing. That's really great. Incredible.
Absolutely. And alongside, we've also become the largest in cement in Nepal.
Amazing.
So I look after my foods business, my cement, my agro business. And now we are venturing into newer territories, like doing some significant real estate projects in India, looking at financial services in India. And we just want to grow with the opportunities that India has to offer.
So CG Food primarily, which is having a Wai Wai brand, how do you look upon that have evolved over the period of time? That particular brand, how did you have started basically? Tell us more about that brand basically.
Sure, the story of Wai Wai is actually from a belt conveyor. This is back in 1984 or I think around early 80s when I wasn't even born. So my father was the one who smelled the opportunity. I think when he was coming back from Thailand or Japan in the Nepal airport, he could see that a lot of Nepalese were bringing Wai Wai noodles to Nepal.
Okay.
So he said that obviously there is something to it.
Right.
So then he somehow went and he did a technical collaboration with the Wai Wai people in Thailand. We brought it to Nepal, and that's how the journey started. And then, like I said, my life began at the age of 6 in boarding school. So for all the boarding school kids, Wai Wai was basically a currency.
Currency, absolutely right.
Our whole survival depended on Wai Wai.
Wai Wai.
Because Wai Wai is the only possible product where you can eat it raw.
Yes.
All of the noodles you have to cook it. So Wai Wai to apne packet khola, ab usko you can just crush it and you can munch it.
Yeah.
So it's a very unique brand that it's actually grown with word of mouth. The biggest brand ambassadors of ours have been the school kids, boarding school kids.
Yes.
And that's how it grew. I mean, we did the first factory in Sikkim in 2006. And since then, there's been no looking back.
So how many countries?
50 countries.
50 countries you are there. Amazing. That's really...
And growing.
So do you have another any brand of food only you have? Wai Wai?
No, so we are in the entire range.
Yes.
We have the snacks, we have potato chips, we have wafers, we have juices. So it's an entire FMCG company. And Wai Wai is the brand which is the mother brand.
Right. So you have many businesses, How do you balance between your life and your work? Because, sometimes you are in India, sometimes you're in Dubai, sometimes in UK.
Yeah.
You have been traveling a lot.
Yeah.
So I assume that half of the time or 90% of the time you have been traveling. How do you cope up and how do you regenerate yourself? How do you keep yourself, energetic and motivated?
It's simple. It's time management. What matters today is discipline and time management. You gotta tell yourself that what your father did or what the platform he's given you, you want to at least build this platform 10 times more.
10 times more. Absolutely right.
And there is no substitute to hard work. I can't be sitting at home or I can't be doing nothing, chilling and thinking that this will go automatically. If I myself, I don't come to the office by, let's say, 9:30 in the morning, that's the discipline I keep. So when they see, like they say, lead by example. You got to set example everywhere.
Absolutely right.
And when your colleagues, your employees see you or see me doing, work which is probably a multiplier effect in terms of my time and effort, automatically everybody's charged. And in today's world, every single person wants to make a mark.
Yes.
Be it me, be it you, be it anybody. Right? So, having a purpose is very important. Having a vision is very important. Time management is very important. And in today's world, everything is on your phone.
So, my next question is today's, we all are digitally improvised and connected. How do you disconnect yourself to all these digital ways and you can regenerate yourself? That's very important. Sometimes you have to be yourself and to think over what next to be done.
Most beautiful answer that I have is we have a resort in Philippines. It's called The Farm.
Yes, I know.
It's a luxury health resort. So the only time we get to rejuvenate is when we actually go to Philippines. That's the only time we detox, we de-stress.
Okay.
And we stay away from phones as much as we can.
Okay.
And that's when we tend to, let's say, supercharge ourselves. Every car has to go through that annual maintenance check, no?
Yes.
So that's our annual maintenance check.
That's really great.
Yeah.
Amazing. So one more thing that, I can understand that since you came from a very, very, a family and a company is very legacy, they have a legacy actually. So what do you see yourself after 5 years or 10 years And what do you see that particular company or a group will be there basically?
I see myself, let's say my first milestone is taking this company IPO.
Okay. Great. Amazing.
Okay, that's the first milestone.
Okay.
And that milestone, we are looking at doing it sometime in 2026.
Great.
Like I said, Wai Wai is practically in 50 countries. Okay. My next big thing is going to be more M&As. We want to acquire more companies. We want to acquire companies, let's say in Europe, in Central Asia and Africa, wherever we get opportunities. I want to grow the brand more and more and make it available in as many different countries. So that's my single purpose. And that takes a lot of my time.
So when it comes to M&A and like strategic collaboration and these partnerships, what are you looking at basically? What type and kind of partnership or strategic moves you are looking at basically?
So what we do is that we have a very solid M&A team and we work with all the investment bankers globally. So we get deals, probably we are flooded with deals. And we look at our existing setup in terms of where all we are. Now let's say we are in India, we are in Kazakhstan for Central Asia, we are in Serbia, which basically caters to the entire Europe and East Europe. We are in Bangladesh, which caters to Bangladesh and the surrounding countries. So these M&As we essentially look at is in these countries where we are already present. We want to acquire these companies and grow with these companies and grow the company which we acquire.
Okay.
So as a whole, you see if I'm in one, it'll be 1x, then if I acquire, it'll be 2x, 3x, 4x. So it's making the basket bigger and bigger. And that gives us a good knowledge sharing, good, let's say more wider distribution, stronger brand presence.
Yes.
Possibly more addition of more categories.
Right.
So, there's a whole lot of aspects which these M&As brings to our fold. So, and that's where, I spend a lot of time in developing new businesses.
So I know that you've been, you have an acumen to acquiring new entities and all these companies basically. So do you have any particular proposition or any particular strategy in which you really looking forward to have partners in your company basically to partner with your existing setup, or it can be new setup basically?
No, so far whatever we own is owned by 100% by us.
Okay.
Let's say even the companies which we are looking at acquiring, it's going to be 100% owned by us.
Okay.
So that's the kind of deal we are essentially looking at.
Great. So let's come to your upbringing basically. So any 3 moments you can tell us which really inspired you or which really changed your life basically. Any 3 moments from your can be childhood, from your from your graduation, because I think you have graduated and then you got into active corporate life. So I think lots of things I think you got affected or it can be inspired, motivated through basically.
Number 1 is my life in Doon School, which I told you.
Yes.
And in particular, I was the captain of football, hockey. I was very good in athletics, basketball, cross country. Every time when we, let's say more than we, when I sort of had a failure or lost, I always told myself, losing is not when you fall down, it's when you refuse to get up. And every time I've had failures, I've always gotten up and I have come back stronger. So that foundation of Doon School gave me,
that's really amazing,
sense of accomplishment. Number 2 is when you talk about memories. Okay, now my childhood memory definitely is my life in Doon. Dubai, I again told you, what that city gave me. Number 3, my time that I've been spending in India. I can easily see and vision where this country is heading.
So you have been winning many accolades, like Entrepreneurs of the Year, like Businessman of the Year, getting so many accolades, awards. I is really surprised at how you are so grounded and down to earth. It's really amazing basically.
It's the upbringing. We learn from my mother and father. and I think it's the only way to be.
So any particular you can talk about some leadership skills or traits which you wanted to describe, which our viewers can look upon basically.
Leadership is something that is either in you or it's not in you. Leaders are born.
Right.
So to become a successful person, you have to be self-driven. I can drive you, I can drive my employees, I can drive my colleagues. But who will drive me?
Yeah.
The only person who will drive me is myself.
Mr. Chaudhary, this is also very evident that you have been spiritually very imbibed with your roots.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's really good also. So sometimes you feel that you should have also got into something which is called spiritual center, or you wanted to open something this kind of a business basically, where people can spiritually attach to some product or services.
Well, spirituality is not business, but we built the largest temple in Nepal.
Oh wow, great.
It's called Shashwat Dham.
Yes.
And that place in itself is a center of spirituality. And my family is also with the art of living, with Sri Ravi Shankar.
Shankarji, right.
Then I'm also a follower of Bhageshwar Dham.
Yes. Yeah, I have seen many pictures and
for that matter with spirituality is also something personal. You can actually be in a corner of a room meditating and being spiritually connected. Meditation is the only way to keep yourself sane. It's the only way to balance your stress.
Right.
It's the only way to keep you firmly on your toes. So spirituality plays a very, very integral part of my life.
So now Mr. has taken third term in India. How do you see India as a growth story under the aegis of?
I told you that the opportunity that I smell here and I see here, I don't think so this kind of an opportunity exists anywhere else. We are looking at getting listed here in 2026, looking at the progress this country has made. And this country is yet to make. So we can clearly foresee that the future is super bright.
So do you have any plans where in India you're going to have some more product line or brand line in terms of in foods or in any other particular sector?
Like I said, we are looking at doing something significant in hospitality, real estate, financial services, and looking at doing 1 or 2 M&As in food itself. So the next 2 years is going to be very, very exciting for us.
So we should be holding our horses, and we have to look upon the announcement to be made in coming time.
Absolutely.
So that's really great. Let's talk about your interest and hobbies basically.
My interest and hobby is actually work, traveling, because I get no time.
I heard that you're a movie buff.
I love OTT. In fact, I love OTTs. I love going for probably first day, first show if possible.
Yes.
That's the only probably, let's say, little hobby that I have. Otherwise, other than that, I love collecting watches.
Collecting?
Watches.
Yeah.
And I've become a bit grounded when it comes to adventure because of my massive accident that happened.
Yes.
I had a jet ski crash and I broke like 30 bones. So I've at least been a bit dormant when it comes to adventure.
Right. It was very unfortunate. Like we had that point of time, and so I can understand how it happened. Like it was
a jet ski crash in Maldives. I was in high speed. I collided against the wave, and the jet ski went in the air and it landed on my leg.
Okay.
So it was a bad collision.
Very, very unfortunate, in fact. So have you thought of any of your hobby you wanted to create as a business? Any of your hobby? Because sometimes what happens when you are on those businesses which is driven by a hobby, that is more successful in life.
Not yet, but you never know. Right now, my focus is this Wai Wai brand of mine to make it bigger and bigger. That's my hobby. That's my interest. I eat Wai Wai, I sleep Wai Wai. Everything is Wai Wai right now.
I understand. So, do you have any more plans to look upon Dubai and UAE as a market?
No, so we already have an existing asset in Dubai.
Yes.
And we are in fact getting into the second real estate venture there. My international business, by the way, is housed out of Dubai.
Yes.
So, which is called the IBD, the International Business Development Division.
Right.
And definitely, we want to grow that company because Dubai is the melting pot.
Right.
It's the convergence of all the other countries. It merges there.
Yes.
So it's a good destination. It's a good venue for us to grow our business out of India.
Great.
I've been there. I studied there in 20 years.
Yes. So today we have Mr. Varun Chaudhary. It was an amazing, wonderful, and very rich conversation with him in Tycoon Global Media Podcast. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for coming in our session.
Thank you.
It's really amazing to see such a big personality who has given us such an amazing time with us and shown us the path, and also talk about many aspects of his group, CG Food and CG Corp Group, basically. So we thank you and thanks the whole team for the time, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Sanjeev. More importantly, I actually flew down just for this. I was not supposed to be here today. Because I'd given you a commitment, I said, let me just come here, make sure that I fulfill my commitment and do justice to what you wanted to do. I hope it went well.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
Great.